background again, so kind of goes with the glasses too. So you want to be a mayor. For those of you that aren't from Las Vegas or don't know about it, this is a mayor election this year in Las Vegas, and it's kind of interesting looking at the candidates. For one, we have 15 people running for mayor, and I've yet to figure out why. I did a post a while ago about, so you want to be an architect. I'd much rather be an architect than be a mayor, especially a mayor of Las Vegas, especially a mayor right now with what's going on in the economy. I think architects are actually maybe faring a little better than mayors in major cities right now. You look at the 15 people that are running in Las Vegas, and you have your normal city council, county commissioners that are running. You have the consummate politicians. You have a couple leftover attorneys. You have some people that are, I call it kind of the Ralph Naders. They have a social cause, one social cause that they're making a platform of mayor on, and you just wonder what else they're going to be able to do if they were elected. But you know, looking at it, it's interesting. I watched the commercials from a bunch of them over the weekend, and they all say the exact same thing. They all say Las Vegas can be better, Las Vegas can be greater. I'm going to put Las Vegas back to work. I'm going to rebuild Las Vegas. It's going to be great. But nobody says how. So how's anybody going to do it? They all think and they all say they can do it, and that's what needs to happen. But I have yet to hear one single plan as to how anybody proposes to do it, which, you know, kind of begs the question: do they really know what they're talking about when they say, yeah, we're going to, you know, rebuild this? Well, over time it's going to rebuild itself naturally, and whoever happens to be lucky enough to be in office at that time is going to get credit for rebuilding the city and the economy just because of everything else that happens. When you look at the mayor, it's been described by some political analysts that it's a completely non-influential position. It really doesn't regulate any laws or doesn't direct anything. It's a lot of figurehead things, appearances, and a lot of PR and a lot of cheerleading. And, you know, I kind of think it is a good cheerleader that makes a good mayor. You look at Oscar, he's a great cheerleader. He gets a lot of PR, good, bad, indifferent. He gets a lot of PR, and it brings attention to Las Vegas. And there's no such thing as bad publicity. You know, when you look at Jan Jones, I couldn't even tell you what political affiliation she was, but God, she was beautiful. So no matter where she went, she made an impression. Whenever she walked into a room, everybody knew who she was and who she was representing. They may not have known anything about her politics, but they knew what she was wearing and what she looked like. You know, so why does somebody want to be a mayor? The annual salary in Las Vegas is somewhere around $65,000. You probably get a few other perks in there. I'm not sure who pays for Oscar Showgirls whenever he was making appearances, but I'm sure there's got to be a few other things in there. But it's always been kind of a quandary. I mean, why do you want to do this, and what kind of change are you going to affect when you're in that position? I do have a friend who wants to be a politician on some level or another, but he's not looking at being mayor. He's looking for going for something that may induce a little more change in things, where he's looking at a state government position, but we'll see what happens when he gets there. So I think the mayor's race will be interesting. I'm not going to say who to vote for. I'm not going to say who I'm going to vote for, because I don't know yet. It's kind of hard to describe me politically. I think one of my favorite political things was I was at a meeting one time and I had my picture taken with Senator Reid on one side and Senator Ensign on the other. And we were standing there, and I said, well, what's wrong with this picture? I have a conservative Republican on one side of me and a liberal Democrat on the other. And Ensign just kind of laughingly said, well, you're the moderate in the middle. So I'm somewhere between a conservative liberal and a liberal conservative, and I'm going to have to see a plan from somebody before I figure out who I'm going to vote for. But I'll still go back to, I don't want to be a politician. I'm glad I'm not a politician. I'd much rather be an architect, even in this economy. Later.